I'm gonna keep it relatively straightforward and simple and fast because this video might be very time sensitive because we might be at the start of a very new bubble in meme coin trading. You remember Base a couple of months ago? You remember TRON a month ago? This is the time of the TRON ecosystem, something that I never thought we would witness in this bull cycle because obviously it's something that has been around for a while already and not a chain that I was particularly fond of, but it seems like all the meme coin trading is actually gonna be here. At least it's been super hot in the last couple of days. So before we get started, just don't forget to obviously follow me on X because you're gonna get a lot of alpha of what I'm investing on right now. And the biggest alpha is obviously gonna be my VIP group, and I'm gonna talk about it at the end of the video if you guys are interested in joining, because that's where I'm gonna send the alerts for my swing trades in the TRON ecosystem. Okay, so first of all, how do we get started? Because otherwise you can't even buy a meme coin. So the first thing that you gotta do is download this hot wallet. It's called TRON Link. And you can just get a Web3 extension for a Google Chrome, just like you would do for MetaMask or for Jupyter, etc. So just go on tronlink.org, click on install now, and I would recommend just buying the extension. I would highly discourage you to use the mobile apps because I've tried them and they're absolutely awful. So the thing that you're gonna realize with the meme coins in this ecosystem is that it's a very early stage, so the majority of things don't even work properly, okay? So I would recommend the Chrome web store. It just works a little better than the mobile versions, which I wasn't able to make them work at all. So you're gonna add it, and then you're gonna have a TRON address that you can use to send your TRON from a centralized exchange, and then you're gonna get going. You can buy TRON TRX at pretty much every major exchange. I would recommend Bybit. I also have a big offer for registration, so I would definitely encourage you to check that out. You can get $30,000 plus in bonus for just depositing money and start trading. Otherwise, I have referrals from Mexi and BitGet and a variety of other exchanges down in the video description. After you've traded and gotten your TRON TRX on a centralized exchange, you deposit to your TRON Link hot wallet and you're going to be able to get started. And I know that a lot of you guys have asked me, oh, but there's no DEX screener. Then you would be correct because it's not even supported on DEX screeners. So that probably tells you how even early you are to the meme coin ecosystem. But you can use dextools. So just click on here, and you're gonna be able to select the TRON chain, okay? Just select the TRON chain, and here you're gonna be able to see the hot pair. So obviously you know about Sundog and how big it got. Then we've seen Fofar went to 27 million after being, I think it was mentioned or followed by Justin, the TRON guy. So absolutely huge. Obviously, I wouldn't buy Fofar right now. It just pumped forever. Make sure to move on to the next thing because there's a lot of new memes that are being born every single second. But how do we get started? So first of all, you're gonna use dextools to analyze the pairs. You're gonna be able to get the contract address of what you want to trade. So obviously you click here, you copy the address. You can see the market cap, the supply, the number of holders, and obviously chart and basic info. Very important to see the DEX score as well. And here you see the trades. I've never recommended using dextools. I've always recommended using DEX screener, but I mean, it is what it is. Hopefully it's going to be supported on there soon. And here you can also see the hot pairs, the top trending in this very moment, but just be aware that if they are a top trending pair, probably you're already too late to the trade. But how do we actually get to trading them? There's two platforms that you need to keep in mind. One is called Sunpump. So I'm gonna go through it right now. It's called sunpump.me, which is obviously in beta version because it's absolutely terrible. It's awful. This website is terrible. It barely works. Honestly, in some trades that I've done, I couldn't even see what the bonding curve was. I'm not sure if it was just a mistake of the trade that I was in, but yeah, it seems like the bonding curve progress doesn't really display properly. And again, just the fact that this interface doesn't even work properly, it's perhaps a sign that you're very early to the ecosystem. Anyway, also something that you need to keep in mind is to make sure that you're not investing into a duplicate. That should come without saying, and it's probably one of the main things that you should be on the lookout for, because there's gonna be, you know, with every new chain and with something that is just getting adoption right now, we're gonna see a lot of copies of original projects that, you know, they might just scam you. They could steal the artwork. So for instance, if I look at Pepe, there is a red Pepe here, but there's also one here here. So it seems like they just copied the same concept. And I'm not gonna tell you to not invest into projects that are already successful on other chains. This was just to give you an example, really. But just beware of all of the projects that are duplicated of one another, because if you see that the project is already being created before and chances are that it had rugged already, then make sure to stay away from that project because it's gonna rug sooner than later. Look for originality into projects or something that has been successful on another chain, but at the first of its kind, okay? If it's got listed already, if it got rugged already, then there's no point reinvesting into something that has been recreated because it's gonna be destined for failure because it's a copy and it's gonna scam you sooner than later. So I would absolutely avoid something like this. However, I can tell you that right now, this is a crazy opportunity in the market. There's so many projects that are being born right now. Every minute, there's a bunch of projects. Look, there's even BAL, there's even memes that have been successful in the base ecosystem that are being recreated as we speak right now. It's absolutely crazy. And yeah, I'm not sure how long this bubble is gonna last, but I would definitely encourage you to at least check it out. Don't take this as financial advice, but definitely check it out because there might be crazy opportunities in the next few days. Just like any time that we see something that, you know, has got new adoption and a brand new ecosystem, like we've seen on TRON, on the first memes that launched on TRON, the first memes that launched on Base. You remember when everything was pumping on Base a couple of months ago? It surely is gonna get back to that in, you know, probably sooner than we think. But for the moment, TRON is the place that it's at. Other than obviously Solana, which is kind of the evergreen meme coin chain, and Ethereum mainnet. Obviously, if you're looking for something that is lower caps, right now, TRON is the place to be. And then, by the way, if you're lucky enough for something that pumped and made it to 100% completion on the bonding curve, just like Pump Fun on Solana would list a project on Radium and Jupiter, consequently, Sun Pump is gonna list it to sunswap. So here, you're gonna connect your TRON Link wallet, and here, you're gonna have your TRX, and then you are gonna be able to select the token that you wanna trade, click on this arrow to interchange them. And let's make just an example of FOFR. I have FOFR right here on dextools. I copy the address by clicking on it. And then I select a token, I paste the address, and bam, I can trade TRX for FOFR. So let's say that I want to buy 1,000 TRON, which is around $150 worth of TRON. You're going to get this amount of tokens for FOFR. And that's just as simple as that. Here in advanced settings, you can adjust the slippage. I would recommend something at least as a minimum of 5% slippage, because obviously we're dealing with something that is brand new. So it's going to be particularly volatile, and you should probably use higher slippage values than usual if you want to make sure that your trade goes through. Then better be safe than sorry, to be completely honest. You connect your wallet, and then you're going to initiate the swap, and you're going to be able to swap the tokens that you've purchased. I think that there's more opportunities right now through Sun Pump, but obviously just be aware that it's going to be extremely risky. So my overall thoughts on the ecosystem is just super risky. You need to understand what you're doing. So this is also why I would encourage you to follow a group of investors like mine, because there's not just going to be my guidance, but there's also going to be a lot of experienced traders in my community. They're going to provide their own insights just like I do. And we're going to work together as a team to bring you the best picks on the TRON network right now, and hopefully print just like a lot of memes have already been printed on this network. And obviously not only TRON, but every swing trades that I'm doing on a daily basis, this is where it's at. You might have a once in a lifetime opportunity in this meme coin super cycle that we're experiencing right now to print millions to become a meme coin millionaire. So don't waste it and act as soon as possible. I hope to see you there and help you out with your crypto investing journey. And until then, take care for now.